Good morning.
No, it's not. Nope. Yep. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I'm Wendy Shepard-Banish. I'm the Director of Student Support Services for Bloomfield Public Schools. On behalf of myself and my fellow administrators, Dr. Trevor Ellis, the principal of Carmen Arace Middle School, Mrs. Sarah Williams, principal of Carmen Arace Intermediate School. We are so happy to welcome you here to Bloomfield Public Schools and our Carmen Arace community this morning. Thank you for being here. Today is a day of celebration. In Bloomfield, we celebrate our students, we celebrate our families, we celebrate our educators and all of our staff. But today in particular, we are here to celebrate our paraeducators. They are integral members of our learning communities that help ensure that all students meet their full potential and access their education. They move our district learning initiatives forward, and they are the wheels on our school buses where the rubber meets the road, as they are often the members of our learning community that have the most frequent and direct contact with our students. In March 2013, the Connecticut State Department of Education and the School Paraprofessional Advisory Council renamed the Paraeducator Award in honor of Anne-Marie Murphy, a special education paraprofessional who lost her life during the tragedy of Sandy Hook Elementary School while protecting the child she was in care of. Today, we honor and we celebrate her work and the dedication and hard work of all paraeducators as we announce this year's recipient to this award. To start us off, I would like to invite down the champions and the superheroes to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much, Steve. We have many amazing multi-talented paraeducators in Bloomfield. I would like to invite down another, Mr. Shane Davis to lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Thank you, students. As we all have felt, it has been a difficult year and a half for our nation. We have all struggled with the conditions and the trauma of the pandemic, as well as a country that has been politically divided, unrest, social injustice, and inequity. Our educators and our students, though, have nonetheless been heroic through it all, overcoming all obstacles in order to keep education as a priority. As we discussed and we learned from these current events in our classrooms, Bloomfield's mission has been one of cultural equity and inclusion. We celebrate our unity and we give our students the voice and the skill set to be, as Gandhi would say, the change we seek in the world. Capturing this spirit, we wanted to share with you our students in action. Please, I turn your attention to the center of the stage on the screen. Please enjoy our Bloomfield students in their rendition of the Langston Hughes poem, I Too.
I too sing America. I too sing America.
I too sing America.
I too sing America.
I too sing America.
I too sing America.
I am the darker brother.
They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes.
But I laugh and I eat well.
Tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen. Then, besides, they'll see how beautiful I am. And be ashamed.
I too am America.
I too am America.
I too am America.
Say,
I too
I too sing America. I am a darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh and I eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. And nobody will dare say to me, go eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too sing America.
I too sing America.
I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody will dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful we are and be ashamed. I too am America.
Bloomfield's portrait of our graduates aspire for students who are adaptable, critical thinkers, communicators, and problem solvers. But in order to get there, Bloomfield Public Schools' commitment is to build a staff who are adaptable, critical thinkers, problem solvers, communicators. Our person of honor today, as you will see, exemplifies all those characteristics that we aspire towards here in Bloomfield. But at this time, it is my honor to present to you our leader in this vision and mission, our superintendent, Dr. James Thompson.
Morning, everyone. As Superintendent of Bloomfield Public Schools, I am excited to welcome you to this celebratory event. We are honored to have all of you with us today. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Susan Bisowitz, Commissioner of Education Charlene Russell Tucker, Chief Talent Officer Dr. Shana Tucker, Talent Office Bureau Chief Christopher Todd, Talent Office of Education Consultant Sharon Fuller, Bloomfield Board of Education Chair and State Board of Education member Donna Harris Jr., Bloomfield Mayor Suzette DeBeetham Brown, our virtual viewing audience, and those joining us in person today. Bloomfield Public Schools' mission is to prepare students for college and meaningful careers. Support staff play a vital role in their education. They assist in the delivery of instruction, foster positive relationships, provide a safe learning environment where all children are fully included, and support students by empowering them to achieve their goals. Bloomfield is very proud to have one of our outstanding staff members receive the honorary Anna Marie Murphy Paraeducator of the Year award. This award recognizes those individuals who strive to make a difference in the lives of children every day. At this time, I am honored to introduce our Lieutenant Governor, Susan Bisowitz.
Thank you so much, Dr. Thompson, for your kind introduction, and hello, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me be a small part of this wonderful celebration for the 2021 Anne Marie Murphy Paraeducator of the Year Awards. We're here today to celebrate the great work and the incredible impact that paraeducators have on our school systems and their students. But we're also here to honor the life of those educators gone too soon. Anne Marie Murphy's legacy will live on in this award. She truly exemplified courage, commitment, literally sacrificing herself for the lives of her students. While this morning we're honoring one outstanding paraeducator in the field, I want to take a moment to also recognize all of you that work in our school systems, whether it be as a paraeducator, a teacher, an administrator, staff, or in any capacity. The governor and I want to thank you for all that you do. Your hard work and planning made it possible for our students to return to the classrooms this year. And that wouldn't have been able to happen without your hard work and your collaboration. Paraeducators play a very essential role in our school systems, adding incredible value to the classroom in a way that goes beyond just typical academics. Their patience, adaptability, understanding, and compassion are the traits that they exhibit while constantly and consistently encouraging their students to grow every day. They play a critical part in keeping our students engaged, offering levels of support and guidance both in and outside the classroom. Paraeducators serve our student needs. They prioritize a student's well-being, and most important, they listen. Many of these educators work with students who have special needs or with students that require more time and instruction than their peers. They work one-on-one, forming bonds with their students to help them grow and learn, not just as students, but as human beings. These are the people who are hands-on through good times and not so good times, making sure our students feel safe and feel heard. Paraeducators are vital to our state schools and even more vital to the students that they serve. They are key to closing achievement gaps and add an incredible value and skill set to our school systems. Today's students are better served because of the great work that our paraeducators do. I want to thank all of you for being here today. I'm going to congratulate the honoree, but I'm not going to say his or her name because I'm not supposed to let the cat out of the bag. But I do want everyone to know what a great honor it is for the governor and I to advocate for you in Hartford every day. And we want you to know that our mission is to bring more opportunity and equality to our beautiful state every day. So thank you so much for having me. At this time, we'd like to welcome Commissioner Charlene Russell Tucker.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor, and good morning, everyone. Good morning. Great. It is great to be here. It's a pleasure to be with you today to announce the Anne Marie Murphy Paraeducator of the Year recipient. I acknowledge Dr. Thompson, our superintendent, and you call him your district board member, but he's our state board member, Don Harris, acknowledging the mayor being here today, other distinguished guests, and a thank you to the staff at the State Department of Education, Dr. Tucker, Chris Todd, and Sharon Fuller, who makes all this work. They spend the time to make sure we can highlight and acknowledge our exemplary educators. So paraeducators are an essential part of our school's ecosystem, as you heard the Lieutenant Governor so aptly said. Across all grade levels and content areas in Connecticut, you will find paraeducators who are devoted to helping our students thrive. So to all our paraeducators, thank you. Your students appreciate you, your schools appreciate you, and we at the Department of Education, we appreciate you. Your continued commitment to our students, especially during this last year and a half, is commendable. The individual we've come to recognize today began his career in the human services field, working with at-risk children in the residential and educational settings of Klingberg Family Center more than 40 years ago. Through his work, he discovered his passion for assisting and supporting individuals facing a variety of challenges. Several years later, he worked at Plainfield High School as a paraeducator for students with intellectual and physical disabilities. Here in Bloomfield, he realized the positive effects of collaboration across all entities in the school community. Those positive effects being not only academic achievement, but positive social emotional development as well. While pursuing his degree in elementary education, an opportunity presented itself to work for the Department of Developmental Services, where he supervised and trained staff. He participated in interdisciplinary team meetings and provided direct face-to-face supportive assistance. The next phase of his career, of course, brought him here to Bloomfield Public System as an applied behavior analyst assistant for the Steps to Success program, which serves students receiving special education services. Here, our Paraeducator of the Year has been able to utilize his collective knowledge from his previous positions to help his students succeed academically and social emotionally as well. This accomplished individual serves the students and school community as an exemplar paraeducator. And this is a personal pleasure for me today as I'm committed, and I'm sure you've heard me say this, to ensure that our students, all of you, thrive not only academically, but social emotionally as well. So it gives me great pleasure today to announce that paraeducator is Mr. Kyle Mansfield. Congratulations. Finalize by saying thank you. This is great. So that was a big reveal. As a special education paraeducator, you are an integral part of the educational story that brings value, purpose, and meaning to your students. The strategies that you employ on a day-to-day basis have been benefited countless students and families, and you're truly a phenomenal asset to your school community and frankly to all of us in Connecticut. So again, congratulations. Thank you for your continued service. We look forward to recognizing you again, so it's coming again in the spring, and we wish you the very best in the school year and beyond. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mr. Mansfield, you have to hear a few more things about yourself first. Introducing a man of many hats, both our state chairman, chair of education, and Bloomfield Public Schools chair, Mr. Don Harris.
Good morning, all. I want to add my congratulations. An award well worth a man of your talents. Congratulate you. Mr. Cherry told me I had 3 minutes to talk. And sometimes for me, that's difficult, but especially when I'm here in the Bloomfield school system. I do hold several positions. I am the chair of the Board of Education. I've been there for 10 years. But more importantly for me is I've spent 39 years in this school system as a teacher, educator, a principal, vice principal here at Carmen Arace for 4 years, long time ago. I have several staff members throughout the district. I got one in the back there. I got Dr. Ellis wherever he went. They were former students of mine at Bloomfield High, long time ago. But I just want to say thank you for allowing me a couple minutes just to talk and to, again, congratulate Mr. Mansfield. Thank you to Shane Davis for that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. And just 3 days ago, I listened to his melodious voice in my church. So he lends his voice all around the greater Hartford area, and I thank him for that. Thank you to Dr. Thompson for your leadership and for the leadership of your entire central office, all of the principals, staff members, and more importantly, the students. We have just done an outstanding job here in Bloomfield. When you hear on the news of situations not so well in other districts and across the country, Bloomfield is a good place to be. I am so proud of this district and for all that we have accomplished. And I'm not going to bring you back up, Wendy. I'm going to take the opportunity to introduce my friend and the mayor of the town of Bloomfield, Suzette Beetham Brown.
Morning. I thank you for the few minutes that I get this morning. To our Lieutenant Governor and our Commissioner of Education, thank you for being here. To Mr. Harris, my friend, who took us down memory lane for the time. Thank you for your time and your service to our school district. And Mr. Thompson, thank you very much, Dr. Thompson, for your leadership, and Dr. Ellis and all the Board of Education members and the students and Mr. Mansfield. So I was able to look up Anne Marie Murphy, and I did get choked up by who she was. So this is definitely an honor. I am privileged to be able to serve the town of Bloomfield as its mayor, and I will champion that all day, every day. I think we are the best town in the state of Connecticut. We are definitely the nicest town, says Reader's Digest. But I believe that we are a people that knows how to do community. And for a paraprofessional to be in a school that is honored on this level, I say Bloomfield, we're doing a good job. I would dare say Bloomfield, we're doing a great job. This morning and I thought of a garden, right? And I'm not an agri-science kind of person, but I know in a garden, in order for flowers to flourish, it has to have good soil. It has to have good nourishment. And that's what each teacher does every day with our students. They help to provide good soil and to provide good nourishment so that our children can grow, that they can thrive, that when they leave these doors, they can be productive members of society. And for that, on behalf of the town of Bloomfield, I say thank you, because you all put the work in. There was a very trying time that we just came through, and the teachers rose to the occasion. Central office rose to the occasion. The Board of Education rose to the occasion to make sure that our beautiful flowers did not wilt, that our beautiful flowers did not die. And for that, on behalf of the town of Bloomfield, I say thank you. Now, Mr. Mansfield, I can tell by your attitude that students will be drawn to you. It's important to have someone that they can feel safe with, someone that they can feel comfortable with, someone that connects with them. And this award for you today hits all of those check boxes. So thank you. It's important that our children feel safe, that they feel protected, that they feel like they're getting an investment, because you will be their bright star, and you being their bright star will help them to be a bright star to someone else. So on behalf of the town of Bloomfield, thank you. Thank you for this time and this opportunity. Have a great day.
As you've heard, Mr. Mansfield is a vital member to our Steps to Success Academy. The core of the academy focuses on student strengths, giving them voice. We work collaboratively with them to make sure that they are engaged in their learning and it is meaningful. We've heard a lot of adults talk about Mr. Mansfield today, but I think the most important words are going to come from his students. Please join me at the screen again to hear about what Mr. Mansfield means to them.
Oh, hello everybody. Let's start with that. I like to see some words with Mr. Ron. He's a great guy. I love talking to him. When I do talk to him, we have a great conversation. If you ever want to talk to him, you'll be there for hours talking to him. He may be old, but he is wise. He doesn't know a lot of stuff now, because it's a new year. He only knows old fashioned, he knows new fashion. So he'll try to keep up with us kids. It's pretty funny. He's a great guy, really great guy.
Andrew, what does Mr. M mean to you?
I'd say Mr. M is a pretty chill guy. He understands what our problems are. And overall, he's just a nice guy, really chill, understanding.
He's a sympathetic, well, not really emotional, but he's an outgoing and outstanding type of person. He's like a mentor to all of us, basically. And he really helps out a lot.
What did you say about balance?
He balances everything out, basically. He's like the person they need to balance everything out.
Okay. Rashad, what does Mr. M mean to you?
He's sympathetic and he consults with everybody and he's funny and he's understanding and that's it.
He's funny sometimes and he's helpful all the time.
Congratulations!
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Thompson up again and Chairman Harris for the presentation on behalf of Bloomfield Public Schools, the Anne-Marie Murphy Award. And of course, our sometimes funny, always empathetic, Mr. M.
On behalf of the, well, here, shall we?
All right, so I'll read the State Department of Education and the Bloomfield Public Schools proudly presents the Anne-Marie Murphy Paraeducator of the Year Award to Kyle Mansfield, September 2021. Got all the pictures?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was remarkable.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. M.
My heart is full. They say the best things in life are surprises. And when Sharon called me a few weeks ago and told me that I had actually won the award, it was remarkable, it was surprising. And as you were talking to me, where is Sharon? There she is. Sharon, when you were talking to me, I have to be honest with you. All that was going through my head was clearly there's been a mistake in the selection process. Because I have, kidding aside, I spend time every day with tremendous paraeducators, remarkable people, tremendous teachers. And I know what they're capable of, and they are as deserving, if not more deserving, of this award. But thank you, Sharon, for all you've done. I also like to I'd be remiss if I didn't, as what's been said this morning, Anne-Marie Murphy. The fact that I'm getting this award, or this plaque, and it has her name right on it, means more to me than anything. For the courage and the sacrifice she made on a tragic day years ago. She's a remarkable individual. And after the service, I suggest you read more about her. Really, take some time and read about what happened that day. But more importantly, read about the impact she had on her children. Coming to STEPS was one of the best decisions of my life. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it so much. It has been a remarkable journey from beginning to end. Some days a little more difficult than others. But what I have learned through the process is that the kids are perfect. They're remarkable. It's the adults that at times we can get things a little screwed up. But the beauty of STEPS is a team came together and thought, we can get this right. We can get this right. Our kids are just misunderstood. Nothing wrong with them. So Wendy put a team together and we worked every day at doing things a little better for these wonderful, beautiful children. And all they need was to be understood. And when you put the right people, the right environment, and the right strategies, you can do remarkable things. I see it every day. and you're all remarkable. Yeah, you kids, you know, I'm talking to you. You're remarkable. To see the transition when they come to our program, and they've got some stuff, you know, we all have stuff, guys, even the adults, but they've got some stuff that they're trying to work through. And once they achieve some emotional stability, feel comfortable with themselves, enjoy walking down our hallway, and that's when the healing process begins. And that's when the learning begins. So we've discovered healing first, be patient with the children. They will get to that place where, again, you can put pen to paper. Again, I'm overwhelmed by all of this. It's so wonderful to see the children now have independence. They have choice. They've just made remarkable transformation in their lives. There isn't a bunch of adults managing them. They're managing themselves. They're self-regulating. They've got the skills. We just provided the little, you know, the good stuff to get them started. Now they've got the skills to do it. And if you truly want to see patience, if you want to see kindness, if you want to see resilience, come hang out in Steps Hallway, come hang out with the kids. Because they've got all those things down. They've got it all. They really do. And as adults, we talk about kids' fragility and kids not being resilient. Well, I thought about that last night, and I thought these kids are as resilient as can be, because I know what you guys have been through, some of the stuff, some of the challenges. So you guys are remarkable in that way. And I want to say especially the children. Thank you for letting Mr. M into your life. Thank you for putting up with my silly dad jokes, my comments, my kind of nerdiness, all the stuff that I bring. You make me relevant, you keep me young, you keep me funny, you keep me hip, and that's no cap. And a little secret. I know Mr. M and all of us are trying to encourage you, help you change a little bit, help you get in a better place. Well, I can personally say that having a relationship with all of you has done more for me and changed me more than I can ever change you. So thank you for being part of my life, you guys. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all the paraeducators out there. Keep doing the work every day, every moment of every day. Every day you gotta some days are harder than others, but keep doing it, because you can fundamentally change the trajectory of a child's life. I've seen it happen. And when they get better, they have better relationships, not only with their peers, or their family, with the greater community. You can literally change the trajectory of a child's life. So a shout out again to my paraeducators out there. Love you guys. Mr. G, all you, you're wonderful. Mr. E, I see you back there too. Love you. All right. So again, I want to say thank you on behalf of school, and thank you all for coming today and taking time out. But I accept this on behalf of all the folks that do the work every day. There could be 1,000 names on here. I'm just blessed and very fortunate that my name is on it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. M. Jalad, you were right. Up for hours. In the words of educator Rita Fearson, every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become all that they can possibly be. Mr. Mansfield, on behalf of Dr. Thompson, Chairman Harris, Bloomfield Public Schools, State Department of Education, congratulations to you, and thank you. And thank you all paraprofessionals for being our champions. closing, we'd like to thank again Lieutenant Governor Bysowicz's office, Commissioner Russell Tucker's office, Chairman Harris, Mayor DeBeathan Brown, Sharon Fuller and the SDE Talent Office, and Bloomfield Federation of Educational Paraprofessionals, and all of the Bloomfield community for being here to celebrate with us this morning. We're signing off. Be safe, be well, be change. Thank you.